All right, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on the part of the world you're watching this from. This is Bearable King, your favorite host on the Bearable channel. And this week, we're going to be doing what we've been doing for the last 39 weeks, which is to review the British pounds, American dollar. How have you guys been? Right? Uh, my week was good till weekend when I heard that a friend of mine died. He was an auto mechanic or a mechanical engineer, that was. His death hits differently for me because he's a mechanic and he died in a car accident. You know, he died in something he loved, right? So it just reminded me that life itself is actually fickle, and at the end of the day, our struggle for take profit and stop loss is just one of those irrelevant things when life issues actually come up, right? All right, so let's go to our chart without wasting time. I hope your week was great. I hope you were profitable, right? So today I'm taking a word from Psalm 90, chapter 90, verse 17, and it says, may the favor, that A in apostrophe is favor or beauty of the Lord rest upon us, comma, establish the works of our hands for us. Yes, establish the works of our hands. Now, for the favor or the beauty of the Lord to rest upon you, there must be something you are doing. If you're not doing anything, you're just sleeping, you're just waking up, there is nothing the favor of the Lord is going to rest upon. And that's the reason why the Bible says, find a man that is diligent in his work, he will sit down before kings and queens. Now, why am I saying this? A lot of people right now, particularly people that live in Nigeria at the moment, their only source of livelihood, their only source of activity might be this trading thing that we're doing. And they're like, oh, I'm not even profitable. I'm tired. I think I want to drop it. But here's what I'm telling you, if you're not doing anything with your hands, what do you want God to bless? So, for that person I'm talking to, think about it. Continue what you're doing. Eventually, it's going to work, right? And if you don't have anything doing, start learning how to do something, right? Cannot bless empty hands. Okay? God cannot bless empty hands. All right. Okay, so let's go into the chart and see what this new week is going to have for us. Last week we had the FOMC and it was quite interesting for me. This new week is 22nd to the 28th of September, right? So we started the week somewhere here, and I did mention that I was expecting the market to go bullish, but at most I was expecting the market to tap into the zone and then drop down. So I did this markup, and I also explained last week that if this zone gets invalidated, that the price was going to run into the zone. Now, the thing about trading is this. I know if you've been following me, at least to a particular degree, I've been accurate, say 60, 70% on saying, oh, the market is going to go up or the market is going to go down, which is actually a good thing. It's not a bad thing. But the truth still remains that nobody knows what the market is going to do tomorrow. How well we study the market will make us understand what the market may or may not do. Right. So, last week I mentioned that this level might be invalidated, and if it does, I expect the market to run here. Now, it's just common sense. Why? Why am I saying it's just common sense? It's simple. The market came to this OB, came down to an OB here, and has broken up, and it's close to this OB. There's nothing that stopped it from tapping here aside from the breaker block we had on 4-hour time frame, which the market has fulfilled the function of this breaker block. And then what did the market do? The market has now come into this other block, right? Now, within this other block, what am I expecting? This is the weekly OB that I marked in January. It's possible for the market to run here, but I'm still expecting the market to come down. And a lot of you will be wondering, why are you expecting this market to come down here? It's quite simple. In a healthy market, there's usually a what? A an impulsive move, a corrective move. An impulsive move, a corrective move, right? And that's the way the market normally moves. Okay? That's the way the market normally moves. But if you see an impulsive move without a corrective move, you may see a very deep correction or a reversal. Now, I've given you a tip on how to understand what the market is doing. Most markets would move in a healthy direction like this: up, down, up, down, right? So, this is a healthy market move, right? But if you see the market do something like this, right? No pullback. Just know that you may see the market pull back equal to an equal low and then maybe give you a range, or the market may actually just break back down, then do what? Reverse. So go and check days when we've had news like CPI or FOMC and the market just went berserk in one direction. You'll find out that the next day, most of the time, the market reverses almost with the same momentum. Okay. All right. So let's look at what actually happened here. And I've told people as well, regardless of your speculation, trade what you can see. So even though you're expecting the market to reverse, until the market reverses, the market has not reversed. Okay? So if the market is bullish, I expecting it to reverse to bearish. Until you see a flip, I've said it before. No flip, no trade. Until you see a flip, keep buying, right? So we had a buy from Wednesday, Thursday. The market came here on Friday, rained a bit. By Monday, we had a bullish engulfing candlestick, which did what propelled the market up. So the market was bullish Monday, and on Tuesday we had a range here. Now, if you go to um, the lower time frame, we had something like this, like a triple top move, like this, and then the market did put down. So in the Telegram group, we took a sell from here down to the spot, and at this point, I got out of my trade. I think 1.70, which I also informed them in the Telegram group. By the way, if you're not in the Telegram group, check the description below. You'll see the link to the Telegram group there. So I got out of the trade here, and I what the market did here, and then on the lower time frame, there was a push to the higher side, right? And then we had news. I think this was CPI also. The market now pushed upwards out of this range. So immediately the market got to this point and rejected it. I marked it and I told people on the Telegram channel that this market is most likely running into this high, right? So immediately the market broke up. I just marked the other block on the demand zone below, waited for it to come back down, tap into it, and then I took a buy into Friday, right? So I took a buy from here to here. So that said, this is no longer valid. This is no longer valid. This is no longer valid. This is still the demand zone, but we have another one here. We have another one here, right? And this is still our last low. No, okay, this is not our last low, right? We had the market tap into the zone here, right? And then this is more like one major move, right? So what we've had here is the market doing something like this, push down, right? And then the market has pushed up into the zone, right? Now, if you notice the move, this bullish move is more swift than this bearish move, and it covers more pips, right? So for example, what I simply mean is the pips from here to here is roughly 260 pips. Well, oh, sorry, hold on. So from here to here is 260 pips, and it was done in 14 days. While from here to here is what, 330 pips, and it was done in 8 days. What does that tell you? That tells you that the bulls are very much in charge of the market. Okay, now what am I expecting this week? This is the daily OB area, right? Similar to what we had here. Okay, so since we have this push here, I'm expecting, or I'm speculating, that we may see the market pull back, you know, push up. Then we may see the market do something like this, and then we may see a flip. Okay, so if we see a flip, we will be taking a sell down to the side. Okay, if we do not see a flip, we'll continue buying till we get to this point here. Right, this is the weekly OB zone, right? But if we see a flip on the 4-hour time frame, right? If we see a flip on the 4-hour time frame here, right? We'll ride the market down, and we know that this might be our junction. Do you understand? So what that simply means is this would have just been an entire move, right? This would have just been an entire move up, right? This would have just been an internal pullback. Okay, so if we see a flip here, we'll take a sell down. But if we do not see a flip, we'll continue doing what? We'll continue buying. Now, here's the idea about how to trade. I've shown you this, which simply means that on a lower time frame, like maybe 5 minutes, 15 minutes, you'll probably see the market do something like this, right? You probably see the market do something like this. Then you may see like a double bottom or a flip to where the upper side. So if you understand what is happening on the 4-hour time frame or the higher time frame, you know what to expect from the lower time frame. All you just simply need to do is mark areas of interest, and then you take advantage of it. Okay, all right. So for this week, it's quite simple. I've explained a lot of things with what I just said. Now go back, pause it, rewind it, write it out, and ponder on it. Okay, so right here, the market is bullish based on the structure and based on the order flow. Now, the order flow was bearish before coming down into this point, but it has now reversed, and the market is what? Still bullish. This was the last low for me, right? Although I can mark this if I go to the lower time frame, but I need not do that. Okay, so the market is bullish, right? What am I expecting? I'm expecting to see the market either run into the zone and flip. If it gives me a clear flip on the 4-hour time frame, then I can take a sell down to this point. But if the market continues bullish, uh, okay, if the market continues bullish, say like this, breaks out, pushes back, I will keep on doing what? Buying till we get into the zone. And then from here, I may now look for a what? A flip before I take a sell. But because I'm taking this on the weekly time frame, my view would be changing from what I gave earlier to this, right? If the market should tap into the zone, I know that the fall may be a serious fall all the way to down here. Remember, I marked this on at the beginning of the year, right? So if it taps into this zone, I may expect the fall to take me all the way down here, right? So I won't just stop at where I was, right? So I'm, if for example now it taps into this weekly zone and the market is falling, there's a high probability that it may not respect this, or it may just pull back a bit and break through. It may pull back a bit and break through. So I will just switch for a swing sell or a position sell. For people who are old in this game, they understand what I mean by position selling, right? So let's see what the week will play out. Would we break above this OB into the zone, or we would have a reversal here that may push us down here, right? Now, for you to get down here, you need to break this last low. Put that in mind as well. All right. So this week is quite interesting. We should be able to find a lot of opportunities because we have few news, durable GDP on quarterly, personal income price index, and what else? There's still one more. Yeah, poorly speaking. All right. The news is not much, so technical should be able to guide us this week. All right. So till next week, remain safe, remain profitable, and remember, you need to find something doing so that God can favor that thing. Okay. I remember your favorite host, Bearable King. Till next week, remain safe and remain in the hands of God. Bye bye.